Welcome back to the next video. I thought I'd cover a topic today um, about how I cope with meltdowns because as an autistic person, I do have a few meltdowns every now and I'm just going to talk you through how I cope with my meltdowns and tell you which major meltdowns I have had over the last year. So obviously, I don't really have that many meltdowns these days, but sometimes I have to always take a bit of time out. In October, I'll start with October and then I'll move on to present day. In October, I went on holiday into Spain. Um, the flight, going on the plane, I really went for the meltdown. It was awful. Yeah, it was an awful meltdown because everyone was looking at me. I felt like it weren't like misbehaving, but my behaviour on how I reacted on the plane, it felt like I was being like naughty or something. But obviously that was my autism coming out to me. But obviously there was a few people, members of the public who were looking after me as well, like helping my mum and siblings to calm me down. So obviously there were some teachers on the plane looking after 30 kids from like a high school, I think. And yeah, and they like talked to me and just gave me a sweet and that and made me feel a little bit better. Yeah, it was the reason why it went caused me a meltdown is because the loud it was just going too fast for me. Do you know when it takes off and then you get all those like loud revving noises and motor and propellers going all at once, and it's like, and then when it got up in the air it was going all bumpy. I think it was going bumping over into clouds and I didn't like that. um, yeah, and I thought I would enjoy flying, but obviously even I had to shut the window on the plane because I didn't really want to look down. Even though I don't know if I posted it on this channel or the other channel did, but I did the men as you saw the men to win thing. Yeah, I went in a helicopter as part of my mentoring, and I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that, but it was quite more of a relaxed atmosphere because it was just like taking off very slowly. Even though it was loud, I still had like I was at the front with the pilot with headphones on, so I couldn't really hear what was going on around me. Yeah, I thought this would be a good topic anyway because obviously my next meltdown after that, I did have a few meltdowns in Spain because I couldn't like I struggled communicating with people. So obviously communicating in a different language was very tough. I couldn't have done it on my own. So, and I struggle understanding people at times if because I'm not clear with my words either. So obviously I struggle pronouncing stuff. I feel a bit nervous, if you know what I mean. Just like it's just like I need to learn, and also money was an issue. Money, because it's not pounds abroad, so obviously money was an issue with me as well. So obviously I didn't know what the money, how much things were, and what I could use my bank card and all that, but I don't know how it transferred, like into pounds and pence and all that stuff. Yeah, I think that was my meltdown on holiday. I think that was the thing. But all in all, I did really enjoy the holiday. But to be honest, I don't think flying would be for me anymore. So obviously, I think I'll stay local in the UK. So obviously, yeah, I'm going on holiday next year. I think. Well, I've already booked it to the Lake District. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. My next meltdown was a few weeks ago. I love my football. I go to football matches. As you know, I'm a Bolton Wanderers fan. Um, yeah, and I think it was a Portsmouth game I think it was Portsmouth the other week when we played them. It was a really loud atmosphere. just the music, microphones, fans, everything was too loud, and I just could not cope. So I went to the toilets for a bit of time out, which was probably the first time I've ever done that at a football match. But yeah, I couldn't cope at all. But I've come up with a tactic I'm going to show you on how I calm down if I do have meltdowns, or on how to help with my meltdowns when I am somewhere in that awkward situation. So obviously, number one, if I'm in a situation where it's too loud or anything, I've got some of these. They're not headphones, but they're ear defenders. So if I'm at a loud venue or stuff, or if I'm going somewhere loud, I'd probably just put these on. Even though I did wear them for a tiny bit yesterday, I still didn't really like it. It blocked out too much sound. So obviously, yeah, I got these. Another way for me to relax, I can't really show you because it's upstairs that I've got it, but I do like bubble lamps and lava lamps, so obviously that calms me down too. So obviously, even when I'm going on YouTube these days, I'm sometimes like put like a lava lamp video on that goes on for hours on end. So yeah, just something like that that relaxes me. Yeah, so yeah, my meltdowns don't come very often, but these were probably the major meltdowns that I've had over the last year or two. Obviously, when I was at school and that, the meltdowns I had was change of routine. So obviously, if there was, obviously in secondary school you got a planner, so if there was any changes to that, I'd quite have a little bit of anxiety and a bit of a meltdown because I don't like change. I just don't, I don't know. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I just thought I'd do an update on how I cope with my meltdowns as an autistic person. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.